Neelatungastanagiri tati suttam buddhodya krishnam Parardyam swam sriti satasira siddha madhyapayanti Sochishthayam saraji nigalitam ya balatkritya bhunkte Goda tasyai nama idamidam bhuya evastu bhuyaham Vongi Ulagalanda Uttaman Perpadi நாங்கள் நம் பாவைக்கு சாற்று நீராடினால் தீங்கின்றி நாடெல்லாம் திங்கள் மும்மாறி பெய்து ஓங்கு பெருஞ்சன்னலோடு கயலுகள பூங்குவளைப் போதில் பொறிவண்டு கண்படுப்ப தேங்காதே புக்கிருந்து சீர்த்த முலை பற்றி வாங்க குடம் நிறைக்கும் வள்ளல் வரும் பசுக்கள் நீங்காத செல்வம் நிறைந்தேலோர் எம்பாவாய். We will analyze this Pasuram. The very fact that she starts this Pasuram with Vongi Ulagalanda Uttaman Perpadi, the one who grew so tall and measured this whole world, Uttaman, we will sing his glory. So the entire Tiruppavai, the 30 verses, is called Mini Bhagavatam. In other words, all the stories of Krishna that you see in Bhagavatam are described here in a miniature form. So that is why Tiruppavai is called Mini Bhagavatam. And interestingly, on this Pasuram 3, Andal doesn't start with any other Leelas of Krishna, but she starts with the Vaman Avatar. So that is very interesting. So, Vongi Ulagalanda Uttaman Perpadi, Nangal Nam Pavikku Saatru Neeradinal. Now, these are the, she says, after describing the Vratam, in number 2, in number 3, she says these are the two things we need to do. Again, Parkadalul Payyattu Indra Paramanadipadi, she already mentioned that. But again, she brings it out here in a different form. Vongi Ulagalanda Uttaman Perpadi, singing the glory of the Lord who measured this entire world by growing so tall. So we'll sing his glory. And what is the other thing we would do? We would observe the Pavai Nonbu. So when we do these two things, we are doing 2. And in return we are getting 4. What we are getting 4? Thingindri, Nadellam. The entire country will be ridden of all crime. Thing, there is no more bad things will happen in the country. And for the entire country, the rains would be in abundance. And then number 3, then there will be abundant crops, then the cows would give milk in plenty, and then there would be the 4th thing would be your wealth, your prosperity will not be a transient one, it will be a stable one. Ningada Selvam, the happiness that you get out of all this, being crime free and being in abundance of everything. And that is not something transient, but that would be a permanent wealth. Ningada Selvam. So what it is here, we are doing 2 things. She says you do 2 things. What are the 2 things? You sing the glory of the Lord who measured this whole world. And then also observe the Vratam. And if you do this, these are the 4 things you would get. So, sing the glory of the Uttama Purusha, Vongi or Ulagalanda Uttaman Perpadi, and observe the Pavai Nonbu. Then you get what you get in return. You get a crime-free society, you get unfailing 3 rains a month, you get fertile crops, healthy cows, prosperity and wealth, and Lakshmi, prosperity, wealth that would stay and not leave. Ningada Selvam. So this is what I call the daily double. That on TV, that show where you get a daily double. So here is Andal's daily double. So you do 2 and you get 4. But the 2 things you do is Perpadi, Neeradi. So that's a jeopardy. Perpadi, sing the glory of the Lord. Neeradi, taking early shower in the morning. observing the Vratam. So, Perpadi, Niradi, if you do this thing, then this is a daily double jeopardy. Perpadi, Niradi, jeopardy. Now, here is the most important thing in the entire Tiruppavai. Ongi Ulagalanda Uttaman Perpadi. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. Well, I'll begin somewhere. See, this form of Lord Vishnu you see is in a place called Tirukovilur in Tamil Nadu. So there, this statue of Lord Vishnu is about 24 feet tall, and that's how he is. And the speciality of this statue is that not only it's so huge, but you would see the shank, the conch, and the chakra in reverse position. Usually, you would have the chakra on the right hand and the conch shell on the left hand of Lord Vishnu, but here they will be reversed. That's number one. We'll see why. And the Lord here is called Dehalisa Perumal. It is also called Ayanar, Ayanar Kovalar or Ayanar Gopalan, and this is near Viluppuram. And the Divine Mother's name there is called Pushpavalli and Pungodai. So this temple has been there even before Andal came. So this temple was in existence during the time of Mriganda Rishi. So the story is that how this temple or the Perumal, Lord Vishnu got this name, Dehalisa Perumal, is a very, very interesting story. We'll talk about this town a little bit before we go to the story of Mriganda Rishi. So this is the Tirukovilur, is the place where the Nalayara Divya Prabandham originated. So this is the birthplace where the first verses of Divya Prabandham were sung. So that is one glory of this place, Tirukovilur. The 4,000 verses on Lord Vishnu, Nalayara Divya Prabandham started here. And like I said, the second speciality is the conch, the shankam on his right hand and the chakram on the left, which denotes conferring jnanam, which means that the chakram, which always is on the right hand, is for destroying negativity, destroying evil. Like Krishna, Lord Vishnu takes avataram to destroy evil. So all these 10 avatarams of Vishnu is to destroy evil. So that's why he has this chakram on his right hand, which means that is his priority. Now that destruction of evil has taken a background, and conferring blessing and jnanam and enlightenment has taken priority by holding the conch shell on his right hand. So that is at this place. And also, the Tirukovilur is what they call one of the 5 Krishna Aranya Kshetrams. So what are the other 4? So Tirukannangudi, Tirukannapuram, Tirukannamangai, and Kapistalam. So these are the other 4 Krishna Aranya Kshetrams, and Tirukovilur is also the 5th one. And the Moolavar, the main deity, the 24-foot Lord, is made of Devadaru wood, and it's called Dehalisa Perumal. So why he got this name, we will see. So Dehali means little porch, little veranda. So, and he's also called Ayanar Kovalan or Ayanar Gopalan. Ayanar being the cowhead, Gopalan is the one who tends to the cows, who takes care of the cows, Gopalan. Ayanar Gopalan. Ayanar would be the caste. So like the Yadavas or the Konars or the people who take care of the cows, who graze the cows. So Ayanar Gopalan or Gopalan. So this is where it all started. Like I said, Mriganda Rishi used to have an ashram there in Tirukovilur. And he was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. And one of his main his vows in life is to feed the devotees. Feed the devotees in the sense, any devotee that comes to his doorstep will not go hungry. So he used to feed the devotee. So Perumal, Lord Narayana himself, wanted to test him one day. So even on a day that he didn't have food, he came and asking for food as an elderly Brahmin. And so he managed to do that by going, even though he didn't have food, he went and prayed to Perumal himself. Oh, here is an old Brahmin, and I don't have food. Oh, Perumal, please, I beg you, give me something. And somehow he got some food, and then fed this Brahmin, and then the Perumal, as a blessing, asked him what kind of a boon I can give you. He says, I want you here in this Tirukovilur in the form of, so the Trivikrama Avataram. So the Trivikrama form is what I want to see in a huge form. So that's how the Lord came to stay in Tirukovilur as Trivikrama. Otherwise, this Leela, the Vaman Avataram, took place somewhere in the north. So the reason we have a temple in this Tirukovilur is because of Mriganda Rishi. Now that is the background story. Now the main story here, how this place becomes the origin of the Nalayira Divya Prabandham, is a very wonderful story. So which is written here, you can read, but I will also explain. The three Alvars, there are 12 Alvars, the 12 saints who worship Lord Vishnu, as opposed to the 63 saints, they are called Nayanmars who worship Lord Shiva. The 12 of them, and the 3 of them was called Poigai Alvar, Bhudattalvar and Pei Alvar. On this place on Tirukovilur, there is a river called Pennai. On a dark evening, cloudy dark evening, Poigai Alvar, who is from Kanchipuram, comes to this village, Tirukovilur, to worship this Trivikrama Murti. And then on the way he crosses the river, and then by the time he comes closer to the village, it's so dark and raining. So he comes to the doorsteps of Mriganda Rishi's ashram and asks for a place. And Mriganda Rishi has only a little porch out there that he gives it to him, and that porch is long enough or spacious enough for just only one person to stretch his legs and lay down, just for one person. So while he did that, soon another saint, this Bhudattalvar from Tirukkadalmalai, it's called Mahabalipuram, also reaches for shelter to the same place, and then asks Poigai Alvar if he can share. So Poigai Alvar says, yes, no problem, because this place I can stretch, but then both of us can sit down. There is enough place so that both of us could sit down. So then Bhudattalvar comes and they join, they're sitting down, and the third one comes and asking for shelter, and he comes from Mylapore near Chennai. It's called Pei Alvar. So he comes there asking for shelter. Then these two say, no problem. If you stand up, then all 3 of us can stand in this limited space. So all 3 of them stand, and by this time it's pitch dark. And then all of a sudden, all 3 feel so squeezed. He says, why is this? Because when we were standing, there was enough space, standing space for all the 3. And where is this squeeze? It looks like there is a 4th person in here squeezing all of us. So it's not only that they felt so squeezed, but each one of them also felt that there was a hand on their shoulder. And each one thought that it was the other person who was putting. So they're asking, okay, Poigai Alvar would ask Bhudattalvar, please take your hands off my shoulder, gently. And then Peyalvar would ask Bhugatalvar, please take your hands off the shoulder. But then it's not any of them having their hands on any of the shoulders. Lo and behold, it was Lord Vishnu himself who was among them. How did they know it was Lord Vishnu? Because there was this flash of lightning. So in this flash of lightning, they would see this form, and then when the lightning goes away, then the lightning continues. They say him and they don't say him. So then they realize it was Lord Vishnu. So all three of them break into these glorious poems and the glory of Lord Vishnu. And it starts with Poigai Alvar is the first one who starts. And what is this poem? It's an amazing poem, amazing poem. See this, how it starts. This is Poigai Alvar. Poigai Alvar is supposed to be born in a pond. So that's why you got the name Poigai Alvar. So this is how the Mudal Tiruvandadi starts. The entire Nalayana Prabandham starts. Vayyam Tagaliya Vargadale Neyyaga Vayya Kadiron Vilakkaga Seyya Sudar Aliyan Adikke Sutinen Solmalai Idarali Ningugave Endru. Vayyam Tagaliyaga. The entire world is the lamp. Lamp means that the one that holds the oil or the ghee. The entire world is the base, entire world is the cup, the lamp. And Varkadale Neyyaha, all the oceans is the ghee or the oil. As the ghee, Ney means ghee. Vayyam Tagaliya Varkadale Neyyaha. And the sun itself is the wick. Sudaraliyan Adikke Sutinen. Sudarali means the effulgent chakram, the effulgent Sudarshana chakram of Lord Vishnu is called Ali. Sudarali, the effulgent, the one who holds that effulgent Sudarshan chakra, at his feet I offer this garland of poems. Sutinen Solmalai. Now remember this. Same thing applies completely to Andal. Innisayal Padi Koduttal Pamalai Pumalai Sudi Koduttalai Chollu. So Andal did the same thing what Poigai Alvar did. He calls it Solmalai, garland of poems, words. Andal's glory we sing as Pamalai, garland of poems. Chutinen Solmalai. Why I did that? Poigai Alvar says, this entire world is the lamp, and all the ocean is the ghee, and Lord's sun itself is the wick. I lit that lamp, I'm offering this garland of verses, and to the feet of the one who holds this glittering, effulgent chakram. Why I do that? Yudarali Ningigave Endru. So that the ocean of samsara, the ocean of suffering, idar means suffering, ali means ocean, idar ali ningugave endru suttinen solmalai. I'm offering this poem of song so that my ocean of samsara would be removed and I would cross the ocean of samsara by doing this. Paaralavum oradi vaittu oradiyum paarudutha neeralavum sella nimirndade. Paaralavum oradi vaittu oradiyum paarudutha neeralavum sella nimirndade. He extended 1 feet to stretch across this entire cosmos. And what happened to your other feet? The other feet covered all this cosmos surrounded by water. Paarudutha neeralavum sella. So paarudutha neer here means not literally the water. Apova idagam sarvam, which stands for this satyam, the truth from where all this creation came about. So apova idagam sarvam vishva bhutanyapa pranava apo pasava apo annamapo amrtamapo. So that verse that we chant when you do the Kalash Puja, which means that everything, all this physical manifestation is there is nothing but water. Apova idagam sarvam. So that word apa, same thing in Mantra Pushpam also. Yo apam pushpam veda, whatever is here is the flowers of the water. The seasons are the flowers. So that water stands for the Parabrahman from which entire manifestation comes about. So then he says the other feet, Parudutta neeralavum sella. So that water that encompasses and permeates this entire cosmos was measured by the other feet. Paralavum oradi vaithoradiyum parudutta neeralavum sella nimirndade. And see where he brings this back. Sururuvil peyalavu kanda peruman, arigile nee alavu kanda neri. O Lord Krishna, one who destroys the demon, Putana, who came as a demon, Peyu, you knew who really she was. Pey Alavakanda, you knew her dimensions already, even though she came as in the form of your mother. Sururuvil, even though she came as Yashoda in the form of a mother, pretending to feed you, but you knew her dimensions. Pey Alavakanda, you knew the dimensions of the demon. Pey Alavu, dimensions of the demon. There is no way that I could even comprehend what you did. Arigile nee alavu kanda neri. The comprehensions that you did, whatever you did, I can hardly comprehend, even mentally. So that is the glory of the Lord in Tirukovilur. So as soon as he sings this, that I like this, holding this entire world as the lamp and the ocean as the ghee and sun as the wick, then Bhudattalvar breaks out into this one. He also lights another lamp. And this is how he lights his lamp. Beautiful. Anbe tahaliya arvame neyyaga inburugu sinda idu tiriya நண்புருகி ஞானச் சுடர் விளக்கேற்றினே நாரணர்க்கு ஞானத் தமிழ் புரிந்த நான். What a contrast. Whereas Pogayalvar was the entire macrocosms, Bhudattalvar comes to the microcosm of the self. Anbe tagaliyai. Love as the lamp, the beholding the ghee. Anbe, love, arvame neyyaga. My enthusiasm for you as the ghee. Inburugu sindayidu tiriya. And my mind and thoughts as the wick. Nanburugi yana chudar valaketine naranarke. Completely different kind of lamp. The first lamp that was lit was this physical world and the ocean as the ghee and sun as the wick. But here, Bhudattalvar comes in a very humble state that it is my love that will behold the ghee of my enthusiasm, and that will the wick of my mind and my soul, my intellect. Inburugu sindayidu tiriyai. I lit this lamp for Lord Narayana and offering this verses in Tamil. Anbe tagaliya arvame neyyaga inburu sindayidu tiriya nanburugi ஞான சுடர் விளக்கேற்றின நாரணர்க்கே. Now, when Vedapiran Bhattar sang this glory of Tiruppavai, he calls Tiruppavai as Vedam anaithirkkum vittahum. Kodai Tamil ஐந்தெய்ந்தும் அறியாத மானுடரை வையம் சுமப்பதும் வம்பு. Those who do not know this Kodai Tamil ஐந்தெய்ந்தும், the 30 verses, they are burdened for care. So that is how Vedapiran Bhattar says. He says this Tiruppavai is Vedam anaithirkkum vittahum. How is that? Right here in verse number 3, where Andal starts, Ongi Ulagalanda Uttaman Perpadi, she starts with Tirukovilur. And what happened is Tirukovilur, Lord Vishnu as the macrocosm and as well as the microcosm was glorified in these two verses by Poigayalvar and Bhudattalvar. And what does the Vedas say? Antarbahitsa tat sarvam vyapya narayana stitah. Where is Lord Narayana? Antar, Anbe Tagaliyai, in me. Anbe Tagaliyai, Arvame Nayaga, Inburu, Sinda Yudikriya, Nanburhi Yana Chudavalakatin and Naranarki. Where else is he? Bahitsa Tatsarvam. Bahitsa Tatsarvam. What is that? Bayam Tagaliya, Vargadele Nayaga, Vayagadiron Velakaga, Saya Sudaralia, Nadike Sutine Solmalai. That's Bahitsa Tatsarvam. What is outside is also you. What's inside is also you. And Andal didn't have to sing all these verses. By just starting the Leelas of Lord Narayana with the Trivikram Avataram, she condensed this essential truth of the Vedas. So that is why Vedamanaitirkam Vittaham. No. Now, the climax. What is the climax? Now these two Alvars, Poigai Alvar and Bhudat Alvar, have lit these lamps. So there is nothing more to be lit. Because the lamp, external lamp is lit, internal lamp is lit. Antar bahitsatat sarvam yapyanara yanastitah anantamavayam kavigam samudhrentam vishwasambhuvam padmagosa prathikashagam hridayanchapyato mukam ato nishtya vidatyam chenhabhyam paritishthati Bhalamala kulam bhati vishwasyayatanam mahat. So all this is in the Narayana Suktam, is right here in these two verses. Now these two lamps have been lit. There is nothing else to be lit. Now look at this. Wow. Thank you so much, Poigai Alvar and Bhudat Alvar. You have lit this lamp so I could see the Lord now. What did he see? Tirukandhen, Ponmeni Gandhen, Tigalum Arkanin Niramum Gandhen, Serikalarum Ponnali Gandhen, Purusangangai Gandhen, Yennali Vannan Palindru. Tirukandhen, Ponmeni Gandhen, Tigalum Arkanin Niramum Gandhen, Serikalarum Ponnali Gandhen, Purusangangai Gandhen, Yennali Vannan Palindru. Yennali Vannan. Ali is the ocean. The one who is the color of the blue color of the ocean, Ali Vannan. What did I see? Because of these lamps that you lit, oh you great two saints, because of your bhakti, you brought Lord Narayana here, because of the lamps that you lit, I could see. You were so humble that it is because of other two people's grace. So this is how he starts, he's part of the 100 one. This is the first one. When the others two have lit their lamps, this is what he says. Tirukandhen, Ponmeni Gandhen. What did I see with my Ali Vannan? The one who is the color of the ocean. What did I see? Tirukandhen. Tiru. I saw Lakshmi in him. Ponmeni Gandhen. The golden Ponmeni, the golden hued color. Ponmeni Gandhen. And what else I did see? The glory of the sun, many millions of sun. Tigalum Arkanin Niramam Gandhen. Sirikalarum Ponnali Gandhen. Ali is the Sudarshan Chakra. Sirikalarum means the one who destroys all the enemies in the battlefield. Sirikalarum Ponnali Gandhen. And what else I did see? I see the Puri Sangangai Gandhen. I saw the Panchajanyam Puri Sangam Gai Gandhen. So, Serikalarum Ponnali, which is in the right hand, and then Purisangam Gaikandan. She was able to behold Lord Vishnu because of the lamps they lit. So, why? As a result of Mriganda Rishi's tapas, Mriganda Rishi's vratam of feeding the devotees without fail. And we have similar devotees. Also, among the 63 Nayanmars who have taken a simple vow just to feed the devotees. One of them is Ilayan Gudimaran Nayanar. Illaye Yennada Irpahek Madiyen, Ilayan Gudimaran the Nadiyark Madiyen, Villuma Mihaivalame Purulkadiyen. Just feeding the devotees, that's all. So the Lord is in the devotee. So when you take care of the devotee, the Lord himself comes to you. Thanks to Mruganda Rishi. So Lord was in Tiruppavai, as Trivikrama, and Lord, when an Andal started with this, where all the entire Divya Prabandham started, and the truth of the Vedas was enshrined by Poigai Alvar, Budat Alvar, and Pe Alvar. Okay, so that is it's just the first line. And the second part of that first line is Uttaman. So this is another statue of Vangi Ulagalanda Uttaman in Kanjipuram. Now, Vangi Ulagalanda Uttaman Perbadi. What she has compacted in these three words, in just these two words, Ulagalanda Uttaman. Uttaman. What is Uttaman? We have to go to Bhagavad Gita. Bhavimho purusho loke sarakshakshara evachem charat sarvani bhutani kutastokshara uchyate yasmad aksharamati toham aksharadepi chottamaham atosmi loke vedecha pratitta purushottamaham. So what Andal calls Vangi Ulagalanda Uttaman, this is the Uttaman. Lord Krishna himself, he says, in the Purushottama. So there are two kinds of people in this world. The one that is transient, the one that will decay and die, and the other one is Akshara, the eternal, which is Kutastha in the first verse, in 16, chapter 15 of Bhagavad Gita, the Purushottama Yoga. The entire chapter is about this Uttaman. So, Vangi Ulagalanda Uttaman. So, Dvavimo Purusho Loke, one is the one that is decay and die, and the other is the one Kutastha. Kutastha means, Kuta means is a heap. So, this is the other kind of the thing that is in this manifest world, in Jivas, is the Kutastha reality. What is the Kutastha reality? It is that soul, it is the Jivatma. Let's not call it a soul, let's call it Jivatma, with all these seeds of karmas. So even though the body may decay and die, that Kutastha Jivatma that has the seeds of karmas in it will not die. So these are the two kind of people, Kshara and Akshara. Why that will not die? Because even the body leaves, the Jivatma with all the seeds of karma goes and takes another birth, and another birth, and another birth, and another birth. So Kutastha, so it is the heap of the karma, Sanchita karma. So these are the two. Now I am beyond all this. Yasmat aksharamati aksharaadipicha uttamaha. I am that ultimate Atma. I am that ultimate Brahman, which has taken the upadhis of Ishvara and Jivatma. The Ishvara that underlies all this and sustains these three worlds. But I am beyond all that, so I am that Purushottaman. So, Vangi Ulagalanda Uttaman Perpadi Nangal Nampavaikki Satrini Radina Katyani. If we do these two things, glorifying the Lord, Vangi Ulagalanda Uttaman, and then if we do Pavai Nonbu, this is Katyayani Nonbu, what will happen? Four things we will have. There will be a crime-free society, thing in Nadalam, beautiful, pristine, love and joy and peace, Shanti. Nadalam Tingal Mummari, will have rains, Mummari. Three types of rain, because the adjective that she uses here, Nadalam Tingal Mummari. Nadalam Tingal. So every month there should be three types of rain. Where? All over the country, not only in Srivilliputturu, not only in Tamil Nadu, but she is talking about all over India. All over the country, all over the world. Nadalam Tingal Mummari Peidu. So let us see what science has to say about this. These are the three kind of rains. the relief rainfall, the frontal rainfall, and the convectional or conventional rainfall, they call it. So the relief rainfall, which is the first picture, the moist air is forced to rise over the mountains and then cools and rains. And the frontal rainfall, the lighter, warmer air rises above the cooler air, and then warmer air is cooled and then condenses and rains. And then the third type of rain is called the convectional rain. The sun warms up the ground, and which warms up the air above, and the air rises and condenses and cools. Now, if you look at this, these are the three kinds of rains we have in India. The first kind of rain is mostly in Maharashtra and Meghalaya's, with the Western Ghats in the Maharashtra and the mountains of the Meghalaya's on the eastern side, and then other states, in Kerala also, the relief rainfall. So frontal rainfall is Himachal Pradesh and Punjab, and conventional rainfall is places like Tamil Nadu, where Andal is from, West Bengal and Odisha. That's why she says, Nadellam Tingal Mumari. So those are the three types of rains talking about. You know, when you observe this Tiruppavai, the amazing knowledge that Andal had about rain is astounding, because she knew the complete science and how this rain is formed. So Nadellam Tingal Mummari Peidu. So that is number 2 in your daily double. And then, so this is, first is Thengindri, Nadellam Tingal Mummari Peidu, Vongu Perinjannal. This is Vongu Perinjannal. Wood Kayaligala. Now, you know, having grown up in a place where agriculture was predominant, we lived in the outskirts of town of Madurai in a place called near Tiruppavai, and we have our own paddy fields. So having grown in that background, I know exactly what Andal is talking about. I have seen many times when we used to go in the field with the time of cultivating the field and then also fertilizing them sometimes, I have seen many times fishes just going in the water like this. So, Vongu Perinjannal Ood Kayalugala. Now the thing is, most of the interpretations will tell you that among the ripe crop of paddies, the fishes are swimming. Wrong. When there is ripe crop of paddy, like the one on top, there is no water on the ground, because then that will mess up the harvest. What Andal is talking about, every interpretation you would read, that's what they tell you. Oh, there's fishes swimming there. There's not even water on when the paddy is ripe. So where is the fish is going to swim? What she is talking about, Vongu Perinjannal, the plant that, the sennal plant, when it is straight up, Vongu Perinjannal, just before it comes into full crop, that's when the fishes would be there. When the paddy field still needs water. So that is the Vongu Perinjannal Ood Kayaluvala. So all this is as a result of Vongu Vulagalanda Uttaman Payarbadi, sing the glory of the great Lord who grew so high, so magnanimous, so magnificent, to measure this entire cosmos and then observe the Vratam. So then this is the second boon. Perinjannal Ood Kayaligala, fishes in between, Perinjannal Ood Kayaligala. And then what else? So not only you will have enough to eat, but you would also have such a lovely nature. Punguvalai Podil Purivandu Kanpaduppa. So if there will be flowers, then all this nature around you. So Punguvalai, this is called Kuvalai Malar. In Tamil this is called Kuvalai Malar. Purivandu is the spotted beetle. Puri, this is called love beetle. So there will be abundant love in the sense not this kind of romantic between man and woman. Abundant love of the Lord. Punguvalai Podil Purivandu Kanpaduppa. What else will happen when we do all these two things? Thengade Pukkirundu Sirtha Mulai Patri Vanga Kudam Nirekkum Vallal Verum Vasukal. Your cows, Sirtha Mulai, your cows would stand in one place and let you milk them. Thengade pukkirundu. Thengada means standing in one place. Again, having that background, I know what exactly Andal is talking about. But there's sometimes the cows would kick you. They won't stay in one place. The moment you go to milk them, they would just kick you. So, that is why she says that adjective, thengade, without moving, standing still, pukkirundu, and being inside your cow shed. Thengade pukkirundu. So the cows would stand still inside the cow sheds, wherever they're supposed to be, and offer you this milk abundantly. Vanga, so abundantly, to fill your big pots. Vanga kudam niraikum vallal virumbasukkal. So this lady here is a modern Andal here. She's milking the cow. So that is another boon, another blessing that you would get by worshipping Lord Narayana. Vongi ulagalanda uttaman perpaadi naangal nam paavaikku saattu neeraadinal thingindri naadallam tingal mummari peydu vongu virinjannalodu kayalgala பூங்குவளை போதில் பொறிவண்டு கண்படுப்ப தேங்காத புக்கிருந்து சீர்த்த முளை பற்றி வாங்க குடம் நிறைக்கும் வள்ளல் வரும் பசுக்கள் நீங்காத செல்வம் நிறைந்தேலோர் என்பாவா. Your Lakshmi would be stable. Neengada selvam. Lakshmi has a tendency to move around. Sometimes she makes somebody wealthy and then that's gone, then another person. Empires have come and gone. Emperors have come and gone. Dynasties have come and gone because Lakshmi moves around. But not like this here. Neengada selvam niraindelo rambavai. That is Pasuram number 3.